Hello everybody, I recently saw Scary Stories. It's right here. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is based off the books, which a lot of kids have read throughout elementary school, including myself. And I was always into scary stories, so I'd always read through those books. And now they decided to make a movie based on the books. And I saw the movie and I felt like it was just as scary as reading those books, and it was pretty eerie too. You get a lot though of traditional horror movie tropes right in this movie. You get pretty much the main group to die, the main group that's facing death. I've seen that in like Final Destination, Nightmare on Elm Street. You get that group in this, and the character in this group are pretty much the stereotypical one. You get the serious character, you get the funny guy, you get the pretty girl, you get the main focus girl, the main girl, aka the final girl. You get that in this, pretty much. You get a lot of the main elements in a lot of horror movies that you've seen before, down to a lot of pretty much. But they use a lot of horror elements in this film really well. Like the way that they created the scary characters in this film. I mean, straight from the books, and they're scary as heck. And they caught me off guard. They don't really go for any, like, jump scares, really. Not too much. I mean, I think they go for just a genuine scare. You know? As soon as you see the creature, like, oh, you know, that kind of stuff. I really enjoyed this movie. I went to a movieplex to see this movie, and I can honestly tell you that when you go to a movieplex and see a movie, I think the price is pretty good, and you get decent seating. And I had a lot of fun. One thing I gotta say about like when you go to a movie theater, anytime you go to a movie theater, it's just general rule. If you arrive late, that's probably better, because you'll get in and you'll skip all the BS of the trailers that run for like 20-30 minutes before you can actually see the movie. Because whenever you're at a theater and you see something that says movie starts at 8:45, you know what that means? The movie starts at 9:20. That's what it means. It's like that with every theater I've gone to for movies, for seeing a movie. It doesn't start right when you want it to start. It starts like 20-30 minutes later. You got to sit through a lot of commercials and a lot of just needless stuff, in my opinion, before you can finally see the movie. I recently went to a movie where I just sit for an hour before they could play the movie, and I got almost fed up with it. And when they started showing the movie, it started glitching too, so that was kind of a frustration. That was mainly because I was seeing the movie on an opening night and they hadn't really worked out the kinks for it. So, with this movie, Scary Movies to Tell in the Dark, it's a good horror movie. And it follows the traditional horror movie tropes. And it sets itself up for a sequel. And it makes it very apparent that they're going for a sequel because they kind of make a lot of the main characters just disappear, and then the main girl's left along with her love interest, and she goes out to find her friends, pretty much, to save her friends. And that, I think, is easily hinting at a part 2. So there's definitely going to be I'm pretty sure, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark part 2. Will I see it? I do not know. But I did like part 1. I thought it was pretty good. Found it scary. I found it funny. There's some funny parts in this movie. Some good humor. And there's also some swearing and some like crudeness to the film. Don't get me wrong. But it's pretty solid. Pretty solid film. So, I give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Yep. Have a great day.